My name is Jeff Schwerdtfeger. We're here in Bonnie Doon, California, which is in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and we live in an HS6 Honomobo. We did quite a bit of research in whether or not we wanted to buy a property up here in the mountains. So this property was, it was a house that was lost in the CZU complex fires in 2020. It was an older couple and they decided to sell and not rebuild. And so we kind of did a ton of research into all the different options, and Honomobo seemed like the most fire resistant, but also the most bang for your buck. So, and it aligned with our aesthetic too. So we liked the kind of brutalist modern sort of look of it. And I think it fits really well up in the forest. One of the things we really like about the build is kind of this kind of inviting the outside in. I'm kind of hybrid, so I work just a half an hour from here, but I do spend quite a bit of time downstairs in the office, and it's great. I mean, it's, you know, I have a killer view. It's kind of like a corner office. We kind of decided to orient the house in a direction that the windows kind of faced, you know, outwards the ocean. It also gave us like a good southern exposure too, so we don't get totally blasted by sun. And also, like, as you're kind of coming down the street, you still see this wall windows too, so it's still got kind of curb appeal. But I think the rest of the house, being, you know, just kind of black Corten, still blends in with the surroundings really well. Lewis and Mike came out for a site visit. This was, you know, this is a pretty challenging site. We're at the end of kind of like an end of a road way up in here in the Santa Cruz Mountains. So talking with the team up in Canada, they're very willing to kind of understand what you're looking for. And even though they have kind of very specific models, I feel like they still kind of want to understand like what you want from your house. This was sort of like a kind of maybe a unique situation, but they did change things here and there to kind of build it out for specifically for our use case and how we wanted to kind of live, you know? And also like to hit all the county requirements and all the rebuild stuff too. And then after that, it was off to design and engineering. So they do a couple rounds of design. You kind of provide feedback. Once everyone's kind of comfortable with the elevations and how everything's looking, then it's off to, you know, kind of finalize engineering. It just, in terms of constructability and cost, didn't make sense for us. So we had to go back and kind of have the team re-engineer something a little bit simpler for this site. HS6, in a few words, is modern architecture that works in nature. I think that's the best way to put it. I mean, for us, it's home. The team at Honomobo is great. They answer questions and they're prompt and they'll make sure that you're on the right course, and they've got all the connections that you need to kind of make everything happen. We have no regrets, and it was a great learning experience.